Well, my name is Steve, and I've been participating in the Central Christian Homeless Ministry for almost a year. We show up here at Central Christian at 7:30, and all the food is donated. We set up the tables, and most of the volunteers are here ahead of time. They're eager to go, and make sandwiches, sack lunches, basically, for about 500 people. If there's time, we go around the room, around the circle, and introduce ourselves, and then, of course, we always say a prayer before we leave. We usually leave around 8:30-ish, and our first stop is at the Las Vegas Rescue Mission. A lot of the people that come there are, living on the streets, and then some are just low income. And we do have a lot of children coming with their parents to get fed too. And it was suggested to me a little while ago that people are also in need of clothing. And so throughout the week, I actually solicit clothing, used clothing from a lot of different people. But generally, we sort out the clothes on a couple of tables according to size. Men's on one table, women's on the other, and then we have children's clothes as well. And I grew up in a really huggy family, how we greet each other. And the first time I went, I don't know if people were apprehensive. I'm kind of a big guy, and apparently I'm not used to having a 6'2" black guy, 250 pounds, come over and give him a hug. The blessing that comes from that is, that they're grateful, and it's a way for me to give back. I can certainly appreciate the position that those people are in, people who are less fortunate than myself, because I've been in that position before. I felt that no one cared about my situation, and that, I got to a certain point in my life where, I really didn't have a lot of care for myself either. And, when you lose hope that things can possibly turn around and get better, it's a scary place to be. You lose your sense of self and your sense of self-worth as well. And the fact that people genuinely and honestly wanted to help me and didn't want anything in return, it really impressed me. And, I remember saying to myself, if I was ever in a position to be able to do the same, I would be more than glad to. Having experienced God's love in my life, I can't help but want to translate that over and help to other people. I'm not all I think about anymore. Love God, love your neighbor. It's the fulfillment of all happiness in life.